Shalom, Israel. It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. Brothers and sisters, sooner or later, you're going to find out that we all we got. And I'm talking about the Most High's chosen people. I'm talking about those who answered the call, because you know the Bible says many are called, only few are chosen. People who took the road less traveled, those who was born peculiar, those who've always felt like they just wasn't part of this planet, those who was handcrafted and selected to fulfill a purpose here in this life. You're being watched by everyone, waiting to see you fail. And it's a very harsh reality. Once you finally understand the nature of the beast, you will begin to understand the nature of most people who try to insert themselves in your life. See, everybody who appears to be a friend ain't a friend. And just because you was born into a family doesn't mean that that's your real family. Some of you all are literally born in certain families only to overcome that family and the generational curses that plague that particular family. See, there's a lot of people who don't want to see you elevate. There's a lot of people who don't want to see you win, even if it's from your own bloodline. There's a lot of conniving people out here with ulterior motives, a lot of selfish people, a lot of people who are full of envy. And see, you got to understand, look, a lot of the people who are watching you, they don't even like you. Check the irony in that. Most of the people who are watching you don't even like you, but they got to make sure they see every single thing you do. Everything you do. These are called monitoring spirits. They like to monitor you. They like to calculate their attacks by first seeing every move you like to make. And there's a lot of people who, place themselves in your life strategically to be a barrier or a roadblock to your success. And everybody's watching. Whether you're doing good or you're not doing so well. That's the nature of the beast, because Satan is even afraid of what you can become. Brothers and sisters, have you ever wondered why you can be a brother or sister who may not have everything the next person have? You may not be as successful. You may not have as much material possessions. You may not be in a better position they are in life or have a better social status than they have. But for some reason, that person seems to have hatred towards you. And you're trying to figure out why. Why is it that this person is watching me with scrutiny and torture and hatred in their hearts, and they seem to be doing better than I am? It's because they fear what you're going to become. That's why, you got certain people out there, it seems like they got it all. Why are they even worried about somebody who's trying to make their way up? Why are they even worried about somebody who's trying to get from point A to point B when they already on point C? It makes no sense. It's because you got people out here who want to be the only ones who succeed. They want to be the only ones who are prosperous. And they'll sit there and watch the little guy. And they'll sit there and watch the person who's just striving. Because guess what, brothers and sisters? Demons see your potential even more than you do sometimes. See, Satan and his kingdom is threatened by God's chosen people. When you look at the scriptures and you really examine the Bible, when you examine prophecy, there's going to come a time where we're going to be pretty much outlawed in society. I'm talking about the righteous. When everybody else is lining up to get RFID two-way radio frequency chips, when everybody else is lined up and signed up for the beast system, God's chosen people are going to be outlawed. There's going to be a great deal of surveillance purposely made and geared towards watching those who bear the light. This whole entire society, as you know it, is basically turning into zombie land. And this is why, brothers and sisters, if you notice, if you really one of the light and your mind is right, if you notice, nothing is the same right now. Everywhere you go seems lifeless. Nobody's genuinely having fun anymore. Nobody really has a life behind their eyes. Nobody is having a good time. Everything seems synthetic. Everything seems fake. That's because these people are under a strong delusion. They've been given over to a reprobated mind, that they shall believe the lies that the media give them. Brothers and sisters, since you bear that light, they'll begin to gear their focus towards you, because you're going to stand out like a sore thumb. And they're going to watch you. And you're wondering, why is everybody watching? How many of y'all can relate when you enter a room, it seems to be all eyes on you, whether it be good or bad attention? That's because the Holy Spirit that operates in you for keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, studying the word of God, treating others the way you want to be treated, bringing Christ into your life, changing the way you eat, changing the way you think, really changing your life around, putting away old things. It demands the attention of the world. But see, everybody that's close to you don't like to see that growth. It makes them uncomfortable with their own life. There's people around you who don't want to see you elevate, because that means they got to take a look at themselves, right? They got to look in the mirror and say, what is it about me where I'm not elevating on a different level? Why am I not, growing in my respective field of work? Or why is it that I'm not, being prosperous in these avenues, in this direction in life? Why does this person seem to be happy or at least stable, and I'm not? Why am I continuing this vicious cycle? And instead of them seeking the answer by cleaving to you and actually doing it on the righteous side, they rather extinguish your light than embrace it. Not even understanding that you, brothers and sisters, are actually setting a path by leading by example. But instead of them taking that same course, they rather watch you from a distance. They rather plot. They rather strategize against you. They sit back on social media. They see everything you do, everything you post. And the crazy part about Instagram nowadays, you get to see who look at your stories, and you get to see who don't acknowledge what you're talking about. You get to see who look at your pictures and photos and posts, and you get to see, like, well, okay, why is it that people watch, but they're not saying anything? They're not commenting, no expression whatsoever, because these are monitoring spirits. They're not watching to see you post up good news and post up the good things that you're doing and how you've accomplished various goals. And no, they're watching to see, is this person still elevating? Is this person still thriving? Is this person still surviving? And you live in such an evil, wicked world It's so wicked out here that people love seeing people get exposed, but they're hypocrites. Salute, I see Broken Matrix in the building. What's good with your family? Y'all get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. It's like people will be sitting back, watching, waiting. And it's so evil these days. It's like they're waiting to see you exposed, hurt, destroyed. They want your sins to literally overtake you. And the hypocrisy about all of this is they not living right. They not living right behind closed doors. It's just a lot of hypocrites out here who insulate their own sins. And when somebody is doing good, they want to project against that person. They want to, and you got to be careful with certain people. Let me put this out. Let me drop a little nugget on y'all. You got to be careful with religious folks out here who always saying things like, well, we all sin every day. That's a lie. When people say things like we all sin every day, that's a person right there who is not striving for excellence. That's not that's a person who's living who just exposed to you that they're living a sinful lifestyle. And when you are trying to, correct your lifestyle, do what it is you need to do, because the Bible says, shall I continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. Meaning, no, we don't just live in sin and write it off. That's a person that's telling you, you can't judge nobody, which the Bible speaks different. The Bible says the righteous judge all things. That's their way of shutting you up. That's their way of saying, look, you can't judge me, and you can't speak righteousness. You can't speak nothing. You can't tell nobody they need to correct nothing, any of that. So be careful of people like that too. Be careful of people like that. Now, nobody's saying they're perfect, and I'm not perfect. Y'all not perfect. A man who says he's without sin is a liar. The truth ain't in him. We all have fallen short of the glory. But some of us are not continuing to live in sin, right? Now, I thought I'd throw that out there so we can get a clear understanding. But let's make this clear. They watching. Oh, they're watching. Let me break this down to y'all. Some of the people that you love, some of the people that you're compassionate over, empathetic over, some of the people that you show nothing but support, love, and you do this through your actions. There's people out here who hate you for it because they know how despicable and evil they are. So they use your kindness as ammunition. Imagine that you living in a world nowadays where people are so insidious and diabolical that those that you support will actually hate you for it because they know they don't deserve it. They really just want your position. How many of you all have done things for people and they stabbed you in the back, they betrayed you, and you sitting there trying to figure out, why did that even happen? All I did was support this person by showing ones. All you did was literally help someone. And in return for you helping them, they snake you out. Man, this has happened. Man, y'all, I see the ones. Listen, even being on social media, this has happened to me multiple times. This has happened multiple times where I would look out for people. I would join their platforms. I would help them. Or it could be something behind the scenes, some business endeavors, some advice. I mean, you name it. I could be helping a person, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of the clear blue sky, they just lash out. They attack. And I don't know why. I don't be knowing why they do it. Because it's not about you doing them wrong. It's about them being innately wicked. innately just evil. And they think everybody's like them. So they think that you doing something for them comes with it comes with some sort of, I don't know, like you want some payback for helping them, or it comes with a clause or something like that. When really, you may just be a person who likes to see others win. You may be a person who likes to see other people elevating and eating, and or whatever the case is. So you help because, you would want the same for somebody to look out for you in a situation where you want to help. But some people hate you for that. They literally will hate you for that. I've experienced this multiple times. And that's why when you find good people who are just genuine good people, you gotta really embrace those people. You gotta embrace those people because we can't be trusting ourselves, or we can't be trusting, our spirit and our nature around everybody. People like to expose and take advantage of your kindness out here, man. I done had, and I know you are, and forget about me. We all dealing with betrayal. We're all dealing with trolls and scoffers just watching. And you thinking to yourself, all I wanted to do was help that person. And you got to be careful with those who try to insert themselves in your life constantly. You talking about those gang stalking perps, these agents that be out here just lurking, watching. They got their binoculars on. They see everything you do. And then they try to insert themselves in your life by flattery. Be careful of flattery. They will smile in your face. I mean, they would have a crocodile smile. I'm talking about, bro, it'd be people that you may be working with at the 9 to 5. It may just be people in your neighborhood, your environment. And these creepy ass people literally be trying to insert themselves into your life. Friendship should come natural. Them people been watching, trying to make their way in for a reason. We're going to talk about that. Daryl Scott, thank you for the support. Says, in the process of moving out, I had one person pop up at the store I was at, then show up at my apartment. Sheesh. Then start smirking. If that ain't monitoring spirits, now that's a literal stalker. That's somebody you need to contact authorities about immediately. That's a person right there who is really trying to cause you some type of harm. And you gotta look out for these people. See, brothers and sisters, y'all bear a light. And this is not for everybody. Everybody can't relate to what I'm saying. Only a select few actually get it. But you bear a light that naturally attracts people. See, when you give your life to the Most High, there's a certain charisma that comes with that. There's a divine enlightenment that will attract people. If you notice, once your energy fields get up, some of you brothers and sisters, you start, really radiating and beaming. All of a sudden, it's just people popping up. And sometimes it's good. Sometimes people just see you and they show respect and give respect where respect is due. But then you have those others who can chameleon themselves. And they normally try to repeat what you do. They normally try to mirror themselves as just like you, so they can blend and nestle their way in. And they normally just come out the cracks. And you like, where this person come from? Why is this individual pushing so hard to be in my life? I'm gonna tell you why. These people have unhealthy obsessions. This is why, number one of the things you gotta do, realizing that everybody's watching. The whole world is watching. Even when you don't think it's nobody watching, there's spirits watching. There's spirits watching. There's demons, there's angels. In the invisible, in the upside down, there's always somebody there. Right? Get that in mind first. But one of the things you got to do is you got to set healthy boundaries for yourself. See, God's righteous have kinetic energy. We have a force that we come with, that we bring around. And it's somewhat of a superpower because it gives us intuition, it gives us insight, but at the same time, when we're not being sparing with our insight, with our intellect, with our energy, with our compassion, with everything, people can actually rob you of your purpose. They can rob you of your gifts. They can rob you and extract everything from you and find your weaknesses and try their best to prick and prod at that. This is why the Bible says, make no mistake about it, evil communication corrupt good manners. You'll have people in your life that will literally, they'll find out something that you may have battled with in the past, and all of a sudden that person, Satan sends this minion in your life who brings just that thing around. You gotta wake up. It's a spiritual warfare. Imagine you used to struggle with marijuana addiction. And for some reason, this new lady you meet, or fellas, or ladies, this new guy you meet, something you battle with, they always coming with it. You like the person. You like the personality. They cool. Or you battle with, it could be anything. It could be alcoholism. It could be whatever it may be. This person seemed to have all the things you like, but it's like they bringing something to you that you already done overcame. That's how Satan works. If somebody said nicotine, it could be, y'all gotta understand that you're in a spiritual warfare. And spirits watch to see you elevate, seeing the things you put away. Proverbs 17:17, that's right, that's right. Seeing the things you overcame, and just like clockwork, here come the adversary, bringing those things around. They're always watching. Let me see. Somebody said, yeah, I quit the green. My ex-friend kept trying to get me to get back to it. Yeah, that's what spirits like to do. That's what different forces like to do, get you back on a wrong track. I mean, look, you'll have people watching you from a distance, and they can be watching you on social media. You could have put away your old lifestyle. You could be doing something that's bringing you to the next level. It's to the point now, man, it's so bad out here. It's almost like as God's chosen people who elevate and making strides towards the right direction, man, it's so bad sometimes, like you don't even want to show your successes. Imagine a world where you work hard to accomplish a goal, and you want to show the world so they can get inspired. So you can show the world the possibilities, like, yo, we can have all of this. We can do this. You know, the same way I got myself out of that situation, I was here and now I'm there. Some of y'all ladies out here, y'all be doing y'all transformation videos, and I ain't talking about with the BBLs and the chopping, screwing, and mutilate, not the body shame, but I'm talking about you did it the natural way. And you thinking y'all ladies hitting the gym, you losing the love handles, you losing the pouch, booty sitting up nice, breasts sitting up nice, you looking good, shorty. You done lost 50, 60 pounds, baby, you looking good out here. Damn, you looking good, you doing your thing. And you think your homegirls, right, who you used to sit up in Juicy Crab with, you know what I'm saying? You think your homegirls you used to sit up there stuffing your face with would be like, yo, man, she turned her life around. You know, maybe we should get up in that gym and do what she did and get right. You thinking that's how normal people will look at it, because you were right there with them. But no, man, they not. No, man, you don't understand, y'all. Y'all don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. They not looking at you like that. They looking like, yo, so you didn't change. So you didn't change. And now, you know what I'm saying? You're not judging them, you're not looking at them crazy, but guess what? They don't want to be around you because you showing them what's possible. Everybody don't have the gumption or gall to take those initial steps to get up and do something right for themselves. That's the problem. You know, when I talk about our land initiative, I'm only gonna go here for a moment because I realize the mass majority don't seem to care, but I'm gonna go here for a second. I see a lot of people who just don't get it. And I'm gonna say this real quick. When you think of Black Wall Street, do you think of a religious leader? When you think of Black Wall Street, do you think of some kind of cult leader, some type of tyrannical, charismatic dude that's leading the whole team? No, you don't think of that when you think of Black Wall Street. But in this day and age, when brothers in truth have access to so much, it's like we're in a world now we don't even believe the possibilities anymore. We got access to over 110 acres of land and people don't believe that we can make a Black Wall Street. Why? Because society has done what? Society have gave you Uber Eats. It gave you so much convenience that you don't think about having storefronts no more. You don't think about business. You don't think about building houses and build. You don't think about it that way no more because they have, it seems impossible. The Matrix has made it feel impossible. So much so the average person doesn't dream big. They don't think big. And it's like trying to pull teeth to just encourage people. This is what I'm currently dealing with. I'm trying to influence and encourage like, yo, do you know what we can do, y'all? And they sitting there like, is that really possible? Yes. See, the difference between people who really become successful is when they see something is possible, they take the steps towards it. They pull themselves up by the bootstraps. They get the fortitude needed and they make moves. Why? Because they're not people who like being in no comfort zone. See, the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is unsuccessful people rather sit back and watch the successful people struggle and watch from the sidelines and wait for them to fail. That's what unsuccessful people do. Watch for the sidelines and say, I'm going to see what happens out of that. Let me sit back and I'm going to wait and see what's going to happen. Are they going to fail? Are they going to succeed? Let me just watch. Meanwhile, even through their losses, they're winning. I'm going to say this again. Even when they take losses, they're winning. But they don't get that. See, ladies and gentlemen, when you fall, everybody sees it. When things are not looking like they should look, everybody watching. And they expect when they see you slip and fall, they expect, oh, ain't no way that person getting back up from that one. Oh, that was like a Mike Tyson third round knockout hit right there. Ain't no way they ain't getting up. Ain't no way they getting up from that. And then they'll come back and check. They'll come back and check on you in a few months and they'll be like, damn. One door closed, another door open, and this person's still doing what they doing. And they begin to hate you for it because the whole time they've been still. The whole time they ain't been making no moves needed. They just been watching you. And then I'm gonna tell you, you got people out here who will watch you. And when you start doing something out here, let me tell y'all, they will criticize how you did it. Imagine that. They wasn't rooting for you to begin with. You were successful, and then they criticizing how you did it when they have the ability to do the same thing or do it their way. Oh, why he got this big platform, but he ain't doing this? Why don't you get you a big platform by keep working, putting in the quality content that the people want to hear? Why don't you keep on working, create that type of material, and then once you get to that level, you do what you're going to do with it. And that can go for anything. That goes for everything, not just platforms, not just social media, but I'm talking about, look, brothers and sisters, y'all would be out here just working hard at work. Management's taking a liking to you. Now, all of a sudden, you getting that raise. Nobody else was taking the initiative. Nobody else was picking up those overtime hours. Nobody else was studying the job like you were, taking all the safety measures, doing everything you was doing, and really being punctual. But and all of that, wasn't taking many days off. You was covering for people. Now all of a sudden, you making the big bucks in the company. Everybody that sees you, watching, they don't believe you deserve that. They don't care about the long days and long nights on working on your craft. They don't care. They want to see you fail. They want to see you fail when you get something new. They want to see you lose it. If you get off of drugs, they want to see you relapse. If they see you have changed the places you like to frequent, they want to see you back in those old places. They're watching. They're watching to see you end up right back where you left off. Somebody said, I don't like to be watched. Neither do I. But the truth of the matter is, when you bear the light, every time you walk out of your door, some of y'all may notice this. You walk out your door, here come the neighbors. They just watching. Some of y'all might walk outside and your neighbor's blinds is all bent up, scrunched. How many of y'all got bent up, scrunched up blinds? All your neighbors' blinds is all bent up and scrunched up. That's how social media is. Y'all know what I'm talking about? They don't say nothing. They just like, what are they doing? And they talk too. The streets is always talking. Y'all seen what was going on over there yesterday? Yeah, they was over there cooking out. Hey, Karen come in more than one form, y'all. Y'all think all Karens is just middle-aged, hateful white women? No. There's Karens in all forms. There's people who watch you on your social media, watch you in person, and they just Karens. Waiting for a reason. Yeah, they're gang stalkers. It's very real, man. For those who don't think gang stalking is real, there's a few things I want you to research. I want you to research COINTELPRO. I want you to research Operation Silent Dagger. I want you to research, and I want you to research also, there's another one, and it's right there in my mind, yo. There's another project that they work on, but those two right there, that's gonna lead you down a rabbit hole. Let me explain this to you. For those who are wondering, what is gangster? What is this term? What are you talking about? All right, so gang stalking is pretty much organized mobbing. It's when a group of people literally stalk one person. Now, they do this for various reasons. One of the reasons could be, well, I'll just name all of them: social, political, and religious differences. Social, political, and religious differences. That's one of the main, those are some of the main reasons people get stalked. But also, if you're a whistleblower, or you've offended a Freemason, or you've won some type of trial where you made the district attorney, you made local law enforcement look crazy. You know, they'll do it on that level, on a local level. It can even be done on a federal level if you're a person of influence who can basically get other people to think, right? That's typically who federal agencies target: people who are influential. And you know the irony of it. Everybody on social media call themselves influencers, but they ain't influencing you to do I got that from Cat Williams last stand up. He said, you know, isn't it ironic? You got a lot of influencers, but they not influencing you to do nothing. It's true. But anyway, gang stalking is when these collective group of people who typically have a hive mind find something very peculiar about a person. And the reason they find something very different about their individual is because that person didn't fall for the program or the system that we live in. Meaning, like, through the 12 grades of learning and education, perhaps that person just didn't believe nothing that was taught in the schools. That'll put you on a list too, because there's a dossier, I think I'm pronouncing that right, a file on everyone who attends these schools. Because, you know, once you get yourself a social security number and you attend school, and you pretty much product of the government. I mean, the government watches you. There's records on every person, right? But now, if you're going through the 12 grades of learning, but something is different about you, your teachers notice it, right? So they'll send you to guidance counselors. They're trying to the guidance counselors are trying to guide you back into the matrix system. And, you know, or they're trying to take advantage of your greatness and make sure you work for the system. Because they do that too. If they see you're highly skilled in writing, reading comprehension, mathematics, these type of things, they will try to send you to their colleges where then you can join their fraternities. See? That's what it's all about. They want you to join the fraternal order. And so when they send you to the colleges, you join the fraternity, now you're working for Satan, because the fraternities are just all perverted as Masonic sellouts at the end of the day. And, you know, they pledge to the Greeks, and we know how the Greeks got down, right? And they pretty much denounce their real nationality, which, you know, when you see melanated people joining Greek fraternities, it's an oxymoron, because you're not Greek at all. You're the biblical Israelites the Bible speaks of, but you're casting away your own nationality to become a Greek. So now you start living the ways of the Grecians. Now you living like a Roman, right? And anyway, but gang stalk, and you get gang stalked in college, in high school, you know, all these things start around that time. I remember 17, 18 years old, I knew something was off. I kept getting messed with by local police. So I knew, hey, I know something is off here, right? So they tend to watch one person. They come together collectively. They tend to prick and prod at that person, and there's studies. It really is, and it really, and I hate to go so deep in a rabbit hole, but really it's about human experimentation, understanding the human psyche. Those who follow Christ and follow the Bible, and just those who just have spirituality, typically don't fit in with society, because you live in a godless generation. And so you stand out, and people think it's all far-fetched, but you could be gang stalked by your family. You could have been raised in a family that were Jehovah's Witnesses or Mormons or part of an Israelite camp, or I don't know, Masons, or in some type of Christian church that is extreme. And because you grew up and you just don't want to participate in their religious organizations or whatever it is, all of a sudden you get isolated, ousted, ostracized in your family. They're watching you. They're talking about you behind your back and all these things. So, you know, I think I broke down what gang stalking is, but it's very real. And then there's the fact that they may know you from birth. Broken Matrix says facts. If you go to the FBI website, they tell you that managed aggression involves churches, hospitals, first responders, etc. Right. That's real talk. And they also got the United States Postal Services involved. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, I've had my mailbox broken into twice. Now, out of all the mailboxes in my neighborhood, for some strange reason, they always leave my mailbox open, like clockwork. Like literally, I'll go over there. Mind you, my mail is sitting there. My mail is in the mailbox, or sometimes it may be stuff missing. I don't know. But the people at the post office, literally, y'all, they purposely leave my mailbox open with my mail in there. It's like, why are y'all doing that? So do I gotta catch the mailman out there? Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see something. Is that a mail truck over there, y'all? Hold on. Yeah, that's the mailman right there. Look. He was just sitting on the corner, y'all. Y'all, as we speak, y'all seen that, right? He literally was just sitting on that corner for like 5 minutes with no traffic, fam. And I'm like, yo, hold up. But I'm telling you, bro, they do weird stuff, fam. It's like psychological warfare, and they just want to see how you're going to react. But see, I'm covered by the Most High. I'm covered by the Most High. But anyway, like I was saying, this stuff is real, man. Like you would be a fool not to believe that your U.S. government just looks at certain people. They've been doing it since the Black Panther Party, and even before that. They told you they had a fear of a black messiah back then. Yep. Somebody said kicking trash cans over the trash man. Like they do all kind of little tactics. And if you go to the book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, yo, I guarantee if y'all read the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, it tell you all about gang stalking, what it's about. And they've been doing it since ancient days, literally, since Jerusalem, when the Romans was walking around patrolling our people. It literally tells you that they watch the righteous in despitefulness and torture because our fashions are different. Our ways are different. It tells you they watch us. And the book of Thessalonians says they hunt our steps. They watch. Why you think you living in a surveillance society right now? They want to know what that God gene do. They want to figure out how to combat the Most High. So those who have the ability to think outside the box, those who can actually comprehend things that you're not supposed to know and actually quantify it and make it simple, oh, they hate people like that. They hate people like that. I remember back in elementary school, I would never stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I think it might have started then. It's like I would never do it. It's like, why am I pledging to a flag? Where did this flag come from? Why would I pledge my allegiance to Babylon? I used to get put out of class all the time. Like, they'd be like, yo, go to the principal's office. I'm like, again, every day for months straight. It's like, I don't know why I was doing it, a stubborn kid or whatever, but I would not pledge, because back then you had to pledge allegiance to the flag. That was every morning. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I don't know why. I'm not doing it. It's dumb. I don't want to pledge to this flag. Why? And it used to, and I'm just saying, man. But you know, the Bible tells you that he knew us since birth. He knew us since birth. He says, I have chosen you to be a royal priesthood, a peculiar people. Somebody said, I repent from ever pledging to that American flag. Hey. I mean, if y'all ex-military or whatever the case, you did what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the Most High, we pledge to a lot of things in our lives. I'm sure the Most High forgive us. But I'm telling you, man, the people are watching. Because y'all's ways are not like everybody else's. They're trying to figure you out. A lot of people just be watching, trying to figure you out. You got people out here who be watching from a distance instead of just approaching you, just trying to figure things out. Look, listen, you never know till you meet a person. And that's another thing social media does. Ringo TV Reactions in the building. Salute, family. Y'all make sure y'all support Ringo. He says, I never pledged to the flag either while in school. Yep. It was just something about that flag, man. It's something about pledging to something that you don't really understand all the way. So yeah, man. Somebody said, it's crazy how we all experienced this as a kid about the pledging allegiance to the flag thing. Yeah. That's because, you know why? I'm going to tell you why. When we was young, we already pledged to the Most High. We already pledged to the Most High, man. And that's what it is. And, you know, it's so many things that we were wise about as children that we just never lost sight of. Like even the Bible tells you, it says out of the mouth of babes. You gotta listen to sometimes when your children will be saying something, and you be like, yo, where'd that come from? Because you know, hey, listen, they was just in heaven not too long ago. They was just with the Most High not too long ago. So their utterance sometimes be 100% on point. Real talk. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, the people they always watching to see you fail, man. You live in a disgusting ass world, bro. Like, and the irony of it is, it's like you wish nothing but the best for people, but man, people don't want to see that for you, man. Y'all gotta understand, most of the time, brothers and sisters, as sad as this may seem, as messed up as this may seem, you just gotta roll solo, because a lot of people are haters, man. And I know people be like, and I've heard somebody do some commentary, New Breed always talking about somebody hating, and yo, that's the world you living in. They really be full of hatred. Not even understanding that that person may have paved the way for you. That person may have showed you how it's done. But you don't want to take them initial steps to do it. You don't want to come out your comfort zone. And then the same people, once they see you successful, you got some of them that try to join after, but they wasn't willing to take those steps with you, man. I can't stand leeches. Those are leeches. They wasn't willing to go to bat for you or work with you. But then when they see you succeed, they want to come around. That's why a lot of celebrities be doing people dirty, bro. Hold on, let me wipe this off. Y'all wonder why a lot of celebrities do people dirty, man. It's because imagine coming from the hood where you had to get your way out. You know, however they might have got their way out. I don't agree with the road that they take, because they sell out. You know, they meet with the devil at the crossroads. You know, they sell their likeness in all perpetuity. They give up their souls. A lot of them on the dark side, and that's how they get out. They don't get it fair and square. They blow up overnight. A lot of the times people don't even build original fan bases, but that's neither here nor there. The issue is people be wondering why they don't get back, because some of the brothers that made it out, you know, some of the rappers or entertainers that made it out, because all of them don't have to do that. Some people know how to maneuver in the industry. But the ones who got out, when they was selling their mixtapes, you was walking by them. Now, you ain't want to support their mixtape. You know what I'm saying? When they was bumping their music out of the trunk of their car, you ain't believe in it. You rather listen to the artist that's already on, even though that person may have been more talented, but you didn't believe in that person. And then when they get on, you want to pop up at their concert, you their #1 fan all of a sudden, and you think they're supposed to remember you. You think they're supposed to remember who you are. Nah, you was watching from a distance to see if they was gonna fail or succeed. And now when they succeed, you want a piece of the pie. Yo, it's not working like that. I'm not allowing that, man, from nobody. If you doubt me now, if you doubt what I know the Most High put me here for, and I have all intentions on succeeding, if you doubt me now, then it is what it is. You ain't finna partake in my blessings, man. That's not finna happen. Don't let nobody partake in your blessings who doubted you. Don't let nobody share the wealth with you if they wasn't even willing to lift a helping hand, bro. Or even encourage you for that matter. They weren't even willing to encourage you. They just sat back and watched. And you got to get away from people who don't encourage. Once you telling them your moves, which I don't recommend. I don't recommend you tell a lot of people what you plan on doing. Only people who doing the same things that you doing, like people who, are working towards betterment. You know what I'm saying? But I don't recommend y'all tell the people that you kicking it with right now, especially if you don't see them even thinking about doing what you doing. Don't even share your dreams, man. Just do it, man. I'm telling y'all some real talk. Don't even share what you think about doing with them people, man. Because I don't think you're gonna like the response, number one. You're not gonna get any encouragement from a lot of people, number one. Number two, sometimes when you tell people what you got going on, they like to cast spells on it. They like to, put it out there to somebody negative. That's casting a spell. Like, let's say for instance, you about to start that business and you about to get it popping. And all of a sudden, you told one of your homeboys or homegirls, and y'all got an associate that's negative, that you don't particularly like. Watch that person go back and tell that person what you gonna do. Watch them go back, and now they know about it. They hit you up. Yeah, I heard you was doing this. Like, who told you that? Oh, there's only one person could have told them. Damn, why you tell this person I'm doing that? How many of y'all have experienced that? Man, why you even tell that person? You know that person is negative. You know that's the person that always got something bad to say when somebody's trying to do something. But that's what these people do. So you can't really be telling everybody. And then, they just not going to help you with it. What's the purpose? What's the point? All they're going to do is watch. Somebody said, I can't stand these mother. You wild, bro. Somebody said, all those idiots at YouTube HG buffered the stream because you were saying something true. Hey, man. Y'all can help by liking the video. I know that it's not fair. Sometimes y'all don't get notified. Really, notifications is not the way you get videos. You often just gotta search. Like, and I hate to tell y'all like that, but if you want to know if New Breed Live, you just gotta get in. You just gotta be on YouTube and just be searching. That's all it boils down to. 80% of my views come from that. So, I mean, I could tell y'all to turn the notifications on, but it don't really mean much. It's just a crapshoot at the end of the day. And liking, I mean, I guess that helps. Although I see some channels that they don't have my click-through like ratio, but they got more views, so I don't know. Somebody says, if I ruled the world, Nas and Lauryn Hill. Yep, I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs. I mean, one of these days, real soon, y'all gonna find out that we all we got. And those who really been chosen by the Most High, society is going to continue to watch us. But there's spiritual laws in place where it ain't nothing they can do. So I don't want people to be fearful. Even though you got these damn I Spy with my little eye people. You got people looking out the peepholes and trying to look in the peepholes. You got people with their binoculars. You got people on social media, all eyes, but not supporting. You got all these things. But they can't do no harm unless you give them a point of entry. Unless they give you a point of entry. So you got to stay on your level. You got to stay building. Stay motivated out here. Be grateful for what you got. Wake up every day. Thank the Most High for giving you another day and another opportunity to strive towards excellence and greatness. And just be, you got to be pretty much, you got to be complicit with, or you got to learn how to be satisfied with the things you got until the Most High uplift. You got to know how to be patient too. And a surefire way to cause depression in your life is comparing yourself to others. See, that's what these damn devils be doing who be watching. They be comparing themselves to you. That's the worst thing you can do. You know what I'm saying? Be comparing yourself to others, man. You gotta move on your accord when the Most High is pushing you to do certain things. See, the jealous, they be sitting there watching. Why that person made it here? Why they made it there? Because it was their time. You hating ass mother. Don't hate, congratulate. So you could somehow be in that position. It was their time. That means, and then here go the sad part too. The people who be watching and hating, the person who made it there, right? A lot of the time, you're not even strong enough to go through what they've been through to get where they got. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all who be watching, hating, and wondering why somebody got this or got that or in that position, because maybe you just don't have the spiritual authority, the fortitude, the strength, the courage to get where they got. Have you ever thought of that? Maybe you just ain't got it. And something else I want to tell y'all, right? And this is real talk I'm about to tell y'all. While you elevating and doing what you're doing, you can't give a damn what people think, bro. You got to take it for a grain of salt. What these people think, the hate is real. But I'm going to tell you like this. You got to keep in mind, people who be hating people for what they do and how successful they are and their talents and their gifts and skills. People who hate, they really don't like themselves. They just don't like themselves. I know it sounds simple, right? Why would you care about the opinion of a mother who don't even like themselves? That's crazy. Yo, it was a song back in elementary school they used to play. And they used to play it 1,000 times. And it used to go like this. I got good friends that stick together until the end. And I'm able to do whatever I put my mind to. I like myself. I'm worth a lot. I like myself. I'm worth a lot. You don't know because you can't see inside of me. Hey, bro, that joke was a hit. Yo, that's when we grew up. They played it at elementary school and kindergarten every day, fam. I still remember it. Bro. But what they playing in elementary school for kids now? Sukihana. They playing Nasty Red now in schools, bro. Not I like myself, I'm worth a lot. Yo, that song was fire, bro. I got good friends that stick together until the end, and I'm able to do whatever I put my mind to. I like myself. I'm worth a lot. I like myself. I'm worth a lot. Yo, that joint was a hit. And you know what? I believed it. I had to believe it. Yo, that was the gospel in kindergarten, fam. That was the gospel in kindergarten. Y'all know I'm showing my age because none of y'all probably ever heard that song. None of y'all probably ever heard that joint. I'm going to go look it up. After I get off here, I'm going to look that joint up because I'm going to play it for my kids. I'm going to play it for my kids, bro. So they can like themselves. And stop looking at every damn body else and comparing themselves to everybody else. You know, these women be on IG self-deleting. because they looking at the generic body shape of all these women who undergoing a knife and all that, and they get depressed, as if there's a generic body type for every man, as if men don't like variety. I'm telling you, bro. Man, it's been a good stream, man. I always like kicking it with y'all, man. Thanks to everybody who showed up and supported the work. Um, Everybody who sent super chats. And man, it's always an honor building with y'all, man. I got more material coming. Um, Man, there's some things going on in the news too, and that we gonna cover a little bit later. But yeah, somebody said it. Positive affirmation for our babies, 100. But man, look, y'all have a blessed one. Y'all have a good one. With that being said, shalom, peace.